Time of the year when the coaching carousel starts to spin, but it's not just head coaches, it's assistant coaches too, and you've experienced in the past. How do you handle that with your assistant coaches where you hope it's not a distraction, but you want them to do what's best for them, their careers, and their families?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. There's always going to be options. If you do well, you're going to have options, and people are going to want to talk to you, and then you have to make a decision, what's best for you. I think our coaches, they know it's a great place, they know it's a great opportunity. They've been doing an incredible job in recruiting, and we got a lot of great players that are here now and a lot of great players that are coming back. So I'm always in the mindset of, hey, if there's something better and you really feel that way and you feel it in your heart, this is something that you got to talk about or think about, then we'll have those conversations. So you see it right now, there's a lot of movement, a lot of coaches changing right now, new head coaches being named, and there's going to be different things and dominoes, especially when the NFL starts to make some changes as well. And it's just part of what we do. Hopefully you're in a place and they're in a place that they enjoy and they're doing really good things. And I feel like our coaches have, and we've had a lot of guys that have been here, and every single year, every one of our coaches gets an opportunity or asked to do something somewhere else. And I think that's expected if you're doing well. And I wouldn't say we're the only program that has that. But that says your coaches are doing well, they're doing their jobs, and people are looking at the same time. We also know we got something really special here. And I think our guys are smart enough when they look at all those factors, how it fits, and they make their decision based off that. But the one thing in our program, we're always talking about full potential. We're talking about trying to be your very best. And that means growth. That means developing yourself. And hopefully you can do it in the position that you're in. But that's a mindset that we have here too.
Kind of along those same lines, say that success leads to opportunities. There are a couple of reports out there that have you connected with maybe the Oregon opening, and just curious if there was any contact there, if you have any thoughts on that.
Yeah. Well, one thing, I can't control what you all say, all right, or what you guys talk about. That's one thing. Jobs, the only job I talk about is the one I got. I mean, that's how it is. Very lucky, very blessed to be here, and this is a special place, and what people say, is different. But I'm not going to go into speculating or other people's jobs. I know the one I got. I know how awesome it is. I know how special it is, and I couldn't be more excited about our opportunities and what we have in front of us. I really do. We talk about attack the future. I mean, that's what this place is about. And we got a bowl game in front of us we're preparing for, and then we got an off season that we're already starting to think about and get ready for that 17th season. So it's kind of that on the job front.
In the off season, some of the guys talked about last season being disappointing, despite the fact that you ended really well in your bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
How do you reflect on this season then? Some of the guys mentioned not winning the division, stuff like that, and that happened this year too. How do you reflect on what happened in the regular season?
Yeah, well, right now we haven't gone back through the entire year. I mean, there's always going to be things you find when you break down the season. Okay, there's reasons why, and you first thing you do is you look at yourself. All right, what could I have done better? All right, how do I improve so I can help this football team? And then you start to break it down. Your coaches do the same thing, and then you break it down to the players. I'm not going to sit here and say that we had a failure of a season, but we set a goal out and we wanted to be in that championship game, and we had a chance to do that, and we didn't do it. And so I'm not going to sit here and say that was good enough. I mean, you either have a chance to be in that game, and we did, and you get in it, or you don't, and we didn't do it. And so that's disappointing because we had talked about this and something that we had focused on through this entire year, and it's not going to change. It's the same thing we're going to go back to, refocusing and trying to get there again. We want to win a championship. That's the bottom line. And our season, a lot of success in a lot of areas, a lot of really great individual play, a lot of guys that stepped up, probably a lot of question marks that everybody had, and we're surprised how well guys played in certain areas. At the same time, I think my mentality, our mentality is we want to be in that game. So how do we do that? And that really is the focus. It's the focus every day. It's the focus every time we go out there and put the pads on, is how do we get into that game so we can compete for a championship. So I'm really proud of our players. I think they've worked extremely hard. I'm really proud of our coaches. They did everything we asked them to do. We just came up short. But at the same time, we want to be in that game. And that's the main thing, and will be until we get into that and we have a chance to play for it, will always be our focus here.
I was wondering, with the assistant coaches, I know things can change, but do you think there's a chance that maybe you don't have the type of turnover you've had in previous years here? And there's a report also that Mike Sanford is going to be the head coach at Western Kentucky. Just if that happens, your thoughts on that for him?
Yeah. I can't answer the first one. I don't know. I think, again, I know we have a great thing here. I really do. And this is a special place. I think our guys understand that, and that's why the players and the coaches decide to be here. It's that simple. And so, no, I couldn't tell you on that. As far as Sanford goes, I heard that. If all that works out, awesome. He's any one of these guys that come through here and we have a chance to work with, and he's a Bronco. He played here. He got a chance to coach here. He had a great opportunity to go on to Notre Dame. And then, here's a guy that's wanted to put himself in a position to be a head football coach, and he gets that opportunity. We're proud of him. When that all happens and all that, he'll be one of the first to text him congratulations, and then, let it begin from there. It's a different world. But certainly proud of our guys when they go on and succeed. That's something that you want to see. We don't want to see our guys that come through this program fail, any one of them. And he's certainly done a good job. If he gets that job, that's going to be a great opportunity for him.
So you had a Baylor player promise a win to the new coach. Did that factor into the motivation component to preparation at all?
I can certainly tell you that it doesn't hurt in the motivation. So, hey, you still got to play the game. That's the bottom line. All right, we'll have a chance on December 27th to do that, and we'll be ready to go.
All right, guys.